so many undercover investigations over so many years, Theater X is now used to this attention. In fact, they spotted our hidden camera in our first trip inside last month. It's a difficult story to tell because we can't show you or even describe much of what's going on inside there, not even in the 11 p.m. news. Open sex acts, prostitution, and building code violations in undercover investigations dating back to 2006.
This ranks right up there in one of the worst ones I've ever seen in my whole career.
In 2009, Wave 3 went into Theater X several times with hidden cameras. We found activities inside that violated several adult business laws, too graphic to show on TV. Men watching films, propositioning our undercover producer, having sex in closet-like peep show booths, facilitated by holes cut in the walls of adjoining rooms. It was all going on despite Clarksville's 2005 zoning ordinance that banned openings between viewing rooms, public lewdness, and indecent exposure, and called for unobstructed views of all areas from the manager's station without doors or curtains blocking. A judge declared that ordinance invalid in 2010 because it never went before the Plan Commission, so the town council passed another one.
3's advising to come on in.
30 going through the front, 8's going through the back.
In November and December, police pounced. 7 arrested in 2 undercover stings, mostly men having sex with each other. Police said management wasn't charged because there's no proof they're knowingly or intentionally involved. But when I went in undercover on January 11th, the man running the place warned me about what was ahead in the booth section.
Go back there? Yeah.
In 4 different January visits, we noticed little has changed since our report 3 years ago. Our undercover photographers were repeatedly followed in the packed, dark hallways, propositioned, and when they locked the booth doors, people tried to get at them through the holes cut in the walls. On January 29th, I told the new Clarksville Council president what we videotaped. He immediately called the police chief.
I thought, well, if in fact you had observed some discrepancies, that I wanted to act on it right away.
2 hours later, police rolled in with the building inspector, made 1 indecent exposure arrest, and issued 11 citations. They say 22 of the 49 booths had holes cut in the walls.
There were professionally cut holes in between those booths. The holes were cut with a hole saw. This was not something random.
It's all too familiar for the council president. He was the building inspector years ago who went in and cited Theater X. Was that any different from when you went in there and cited him?
Pretty much the same.
Police say the penalty is $2,500 per day per violation.
On the glory holes and the construction part of it, I've instructed our building commissioner to, just at this morning, to follow up on that.
2 days later, we followed up again. And again, we were propositioned. Holes between the booths were still there with bare body parts in them we can't show you. Excuse me, sir. Hi, I'm John Bull with Wave 3.
No.
I got some questions I need to ask you.
Out.
Sir, you guys are still in violation. He'll go.
Both of you.
You guys are still in violation despite having been cited.
Out.
How long does Theater X have to comply this time? On Monday, the building commissioner told me it's out of his hands and up to the court. $2,500 per violation per day would come to more than $27,000 a day. John Bull, Wave 3 News.